KCLR Sport.
The Carlow Senior Hurling Final Preview Special with Affidea, Ireland's leading provider of MRI scans at Dean Street, Kilkenny. Affidea.ie. Nothing is more important than health.
I'm joined in studio by Mullins Senior Hurling Manager PJ Delaney. PJ, you're very welcome. And County Senior Final Day fastly approaching, and I suppose excitement kicking in now at this stage.
Yeah, I suppose it is kicking in at this stage, yeah, but look, all you can do is tip away for the week, and it'll come on you quick enough, so just get yourself ready for the week is how we're doing.
I suppose, PJ, all the talk now at this stage is, whether you like it or not, is about 3 in a row, and of course it's your fourth final in a row as well to get to, and look, I suppose you're out to do a job on the day, but it's hard to kind of avoid the fact that you are going for 3 in a row as well.
Yeah, well, to be honest, it is easy to avoid it because it's just one match and it's one final and it's just one in a row. That's all we're going for. I don't really mind about 3 in a row or anything like that. It doesn't really make a difference when it's all is thrown in on Sunday. Yeah, and of course, it's Mount Leinster Rangers again, a repeat of last year's final, and local derby, and I'm sure there'll be skin flying. I hope there is. Yeah, I hope there is. I mean, finals are there to be enjoyed, so hopefully be a tough game, yeah, and come out the right side of it. In terms of yourself, it's your first year in charge, and it's not too long since you were playing. You're probably one of the youngest managers out there at 32, and I suppose that helps too, that you bring kind of a modern approach to it, and the players can take to you. And I suppose there's a few of them a bit older than yourself too. I don't know how modern I am now, but look, it's good to have a bit of experience already, definitely, and that helps over the years. Bit of hurling I've done myself, and obviously maybe you can interact with players differently, but really it's a very simple game. It's always going to be the same. It's traditional hurling. Yeah, but of course, you do bring that your own bit of experience too, with having been involved with Kilkenny squads, and I know you have Jimmy Dunn from Galway with you there too, so I'd say between the two of you, you're probably not combined the age of 60, PJ. Yeah, well, Jimmy looks older than me, to be honest with you, but no, look, Jimmy's bringing a lot of experience as well himself. He heard a long time there with Laois, and he's very fired up for every training session, so he brings that kind of intensity that you want in a training session. Yeah, and of course good for the lads too. Anthony McCormack done a fine job before you come in as well, and it's a different voice, and it probably brought a bit of freshness to the side this year too. Yeah, seemed to look to won the last 2 years, so that was obviously good, but the last 2 years don't really concern me. I'm just thinking of this year, to be honest. Yeah, and we'll talk about kind of the campaign so far. You played the Rangers, they won by a few points in the end during the group stages and stuff, but you've been going about your business kind of nicely, and I think I was talking to you after the Michael game in the semi-final, and I felt you were impressive enough, but you feel there's probably a lot more in the lads even than you showed in the semi-final. Yeah, that first match against the Rangers probably really showed what they're about, and they probably showed the quality they have all around the field and the scoring power they have, and they have a hell of a lot of experience there down through the years, so they're a really quality team, and obviously we kind of had to improve at that stage because it wasn't good enough the first day, and we did slowly but surely make some improvements, and still a bit to go, but we're getting there. Looking at it, PJ, you've had a couple of weeks now to maybe ponder and think, whereas Rangers have had that tough game, and they're after playing a good few football games as well. I suppose it's the old catch-22. If Rangers come out on top, people will say having the few games is an advantage, and then I suppose other people could say, look, you've had the break, and there's all kinds of these permutations, but at the end of the day it's all about what happens in the 60 minutes regardless of what happened the week before or the week before that, isn't it? Actually, you said it all there exactly. It doesn't really matter what way you look at it. It doesn't really matter. You can take it any way you want, really, but I suppose all you can do is look after yourself. That's how we're doing. As regards the club scene in Carlow, PJ, you've been involved with the Fenians, and as you mentioned, the county setup too. Where do you see the standard in Carlow in terms of Kilkenny? Do you think there's players every bit as good in Carlow as there is in Kilkenny at the moment in the club scene? There's some serious hurlers in Carlow, very, very good hurlers. You think there's only a ditch between Carlow and Kilkenny there, so that's not going to make any difference. There's serious hurlers in Carlow, and if they were in Kilkenny, who knows, but they could have a couple of All-Ireland medals in their back pocket, but they're not, and that's the long and the short of it. So, but yeah, definitely there is lots of quality in Carlow. Yeah, and you've serious firepower too, and two of those hurlers in particular, James Doyle and Marty Kavanagh, have been hurling phenomenal stuff this year, but at the end of the day I suppose it's about a collective effort too. It's always about the team, yeah. That's what it is. We're just trying to work as hard as we can. Really, that's what it comes down to, because without that you have nothing else. Doesn't matter how much skill you have, but if your team are working hard and everyone's working for one another, then things start happening. Looking at it now, 10 years ago the same two sides were in the final, and Jack Kavanagh was only a minor at the time. He scored 2 goals. He was in corner forward. He was a prolific forward at the time, but now he's kind of further back the field, and Jack, of course, is captain as well, and a real leader to those young lads. Sure, look, that's what you're looking for. That is what you're looking for all the time, is lads to show up and show a bit of leadership. And we have leaders all over the field, and Jack is one of them in the middle of the field. We have lads in the back, lads in the front. And again, the more leadership you have, that commitment, that determination that you're talking about, a real will to win, that's all you're looking for the whole time. So luckily enough, the boys are showing some of it at the moment.
Another guy that was a prolific underage forward was Paddy Keogh, but in the last few years he's been playing centre back, and he's so intelligent. He's tailor made for that position, isn't he? It's like he's been playing there all his life.
Yeah, Paddy's after slotting into centre back nicely there. He's telling me alright that he was in the forwards once upon a time, but he's after settling in nicely there, alright. And you need a centre back to be able to read the play. I suppose something similar to that, really. Any centre back knocking around the place has to be able to read the play and has to see what's going on and be able to tell maybe before it even happens.
Just looking at the opposition briefly, you know, they've had those two tough games and been on the road a long time. In terms of Sunday, what do you think you kind of have to do in terms to overpower them? Is it, obviously you have to outscore them, there's no doubt about that, but is there a particular area of their game or your own game that you think is going to boil down today that you have to kind of master?
As I said to you earlier, they're just such a quality team. They have scores all around the field, and they have a really top free taker, marksman, as well as that. So we can't afford to be giving away frees, because if we do, Dennis Murphy will have it over the bar. And they have a lot of experience from their goalie all the way out. He's there a long time, so he's top player as well for them. So all we can do really, I suppose, is try and just look after ourselves, because we start thinking about them. It wouldn't be the right thing to be doing. So that's all we're doing, is focus on ourselves the whole time.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's all you can do, PJ, and that's probably what's got you to the county final. You can obviously have to look at the opposition to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, you can only worry about your own camp and hopefully hope that they kind of perform on the days, and that's probably what it's all about, isn't it? Yeah,
sure. I mean, on the day you're ready or you're not, So all you can do on the lead up to it is give yourself the best possible chance of being ready, and that's what we're doing. That's what most teams do, going to a final, and you're just kind of at that stage. Then you leave it up to the players, and hopefully they can produce the business.
Yeah, and look, we mentioned already, it's a big rivalry there. There's relations on both sides. Jack Kavanagh's related to a couple of the Rangers lads, a good few of the Rangers lads in fact, and there's that kind of a rivalry there. The players know each other inside out, and look, a lot of people say form goes out the window on county final day, and people have said this, that and the other about Rangers maybe not being as effective as they have been maybe a couple of years ago when they were in All Ireland club final. But at the end of the day, that counts for nothing on Sunday. It's going to be hell for leather, isn't it? And the winner, the best man coming on top.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Rangers gave us a bit of a lesson at the start of the year, and they really showed what they were about, and they weren't going away. And they're after getting to the final after getting a really, really tough test by Banglestown, and to get into the final is where they want to be. So, I mean, we have to be at the top of our game. So, farm, cousins, friends, everything goes out the window when it gets to the final anyway, because everyone wants to win, and really there's just an obsession with winning there is what you have to have, and that's the way I'd be looking at myself.
Well, PJ, very best luck, and thanks for speaking to us.
Well, that's the talk, Kevin. Sound.
KCLR Sport.
The Carlow Senior Hurling Final Preview Special with Affidea, Ireland's leading provider of MRI scans at Dean Street, Kilkenny. Affidea.ie. Nothing is more important than health.